A dummy police officer is signaling traffic while, in the nearby fields, police officers are lost in pleasure. A child is walking in the middle of the road. The driver slams the brakes hard. The man places the child on the roadside and disappears. The driver gets out of the car and says, "Where did the child go?" "Officer, why did you stop me?" "Answer." The male police officer comes and says, "Sir, this is a new officer." The driver says, "I saw a child, but suddenly where did he disappear?" The male police officer says, "We will definitely punish this inexperienced officer." At that moment, the child's mother picks him up and takes him away. The male police officer says, "Sir, perhaps it was a misunderstanding. You may go." The driver leaves. The female police officer says, "I think we did very wrong." The male officer says, "Looks like you don't want promotion." The female officer says, No, I want promotion and I want to stay with you." The next day, the male officer places the dummy police again on the road and once more starts fooling around with the female officer. A school bus of children comes. The dummy police signals it to pass. The school bus collides with a car coming from the other side. The very next moment, the bus driver pulls a boy's dead body out of the bus. The male officer comes, grabs the boy's body and says, "This is my son! Someone help! Son, breathe!" The man appears and says, "You could have stopped all this, but you didn't try." A few days earlier, the male officer was busy in pleasure with the female officer, and because of the clumsy signals of the dummy police, two cars collided in the square and a man died in the accident. A woman comes and says, "This is my husband's car." The woman sat on the road and began to cry. The male officer immediately picked up the dummy police and hid it somewhere. The captain comes and says, "Officers, why did this accident happen?" The male officer says, "Captain, actually the man was drunk and he didn't see the car." The woman says, "He wasn't drunk, please help me." The captain says, "Officer, check the other driver." The female officer goes. The male officer says, "I don't want to talk in front of the victim, but I'm sure the man was drunk. I signaled him to stop, but he didn't obey. You can ask the female officer." The captain says, "All right then, make the report." The captain leaves. The police officer says, "Because of me, all this damage happened. I want to make everything right." The man says, "One last chance." The very next moment, the female officer is in the male officer's lap. The female officer says, "Aren't you enjoying?" The male officer gets up and runs, picks up the dummy police, and throws it far away, then quickly stops a car coming from one side. The man says, "Officer, what happened?" The male officer signals him to move forward. The man drives ahead. The female officer says, "Sir, what has happened to you?" The male officer says, "I realize we were doing wrong. We have to care about people and prevent accidents. If you want promotion, earn it with hard work. Now we will set everything right so that our work will be honorable." The man hugs his wife and child. The male officer watches in disbelief and is thankful to God for being given another chance.